Hey everybody, I just wanted to pop back on here and kind of do part two to the message that I had shared when I was over in Jerusalem. I had shared about the jewelry store and the waiting, bringing the weight. Part two to that is that the weight determines the cost. And what I wanted to just share with you is something the Lord's really been talking to me a lot about over this past week is paying the price. We all want that new thing. We all want the breakthrough, the new mantles and all of this stuff, and it's not a bad thing to want that. But there is a price to be paid for that. Yes. Sometimes we weigh that thing and we get the bill and we're saying, gosh, I don't think I want to pay that. That's what it was in that jewelry store. They weighed that jewelry and then they give you the price and you're like, I don't want to pay that. But when we're talking about things in the spirit, when we're talking about the purpose on our lives, the call on our lives, all of the plans that get us to the different stages in that purpose and in that calling, there is a price to be paid. And you have that gift of free will. You have that gift to say, yes, I will pay the price, or no, I don't want to pay the price. But he loves you enough to say, okay, you can still wait here. And then when you decide that you're done waiting, then we'll talk about the price again, okay? I'm at a place in my life and in my walk, and I'm not saying this in any way, shape, or form to toot my own horn, because this has come with a lot of tears and a lot of, I don't know if I'm willing to pay the price, to say that I don't want to spend my whole life waiting, because I'm not sure I want to pay the price. And I feel a lot of times that I don't have what it takes to pay it. Like in the natural, I don't have enough money to pay the price. In the spirit, I found myself saying, I don't know if I can pay it. I don't know if I'm willing to pay it. But I'm going to tell you this, that it is worth it. Sorry, bug flying around. Squirrel. In such a serious moment too. Gosh darn it. Anyway, we have to pay the price. If we really, really want to step into that breakthrough, that new thing, that whatever it is that the Lord's calling you into, it's going to come with a price. There's going to cost you something. And most of the time, it is our flesh. Our flesh has got to go, right? But there are other things that he's asking us to do, to lay down. This next thing, like for me, it's never easy for me to do these videos. I've always not been a fan of public speaking, but that is what he's had me do. And I've told him I will do it afraid. I will do it afraid. I will do it stumbling. I will do it mumbling. I will do it, so imperfectly, but I'll do it. And that's the real nuts and bolts of it all. We walk around, if we're willing to receive that, he's going to put us in shoes that feel too big, right? They're going to feel too big. They're going to feel like, oh Lord, I'm going to trip and I'm going to fall, but I'm holding on to you and I'm trusting that you're going to help me walk in this. I think about Jesus, and, we think about the cross, obviously, because that was such a gift for us, right? And then it translates over to the tomb. But what I was looking at this week is that when Jesus stepped out of that tomb, he did not walk or speak the same way that he did before it. There was a new mantle on him. There was a new purpose on him. And he breathed the Spirit of God over people, a whole new level of life that was given him after that experience, after that sacrifice. And I think about that and I'm like, what a weighty thing. And if we are to be modeling our lives after Christ, shouldn't we be the same way? Shouldn't be willing to lay our flesh down, let it die, so that our spirits can rise up and cause us to walk and speak in a whole new way, in a whole new level that's breathing the life, the breath of God into people's lives. That's how we should be walking. Before I went to Israel, I had several people praying for me, and in that came, some prophetic words, and a couple of them were, almost identical, saying the Lord is going to give me a new sound while I was over there. And of course, my knee-jerk reaction is, yes, I want a new sound, Lord. Thank you. And, I praise you and all that great stuff. But as I was over there, I'm asking him, I'm like, Lord, what is this new sound? I don't know what you mean by this. I need understanding. I need wisdom. I need clarity. Weighing his word, right? What does that new sound look like? And several days before the trip was over, I woke up one morning and I had no voice. It was just gone. I wasn't sick. It was just gone. And I was laughing about it because I'm like, well, Lord, you said you were going to give me a new sound. I didn't know it was going to be silence. And it was just kind of one of those, laughing moments. But the more I let it sit, I was just like, whoa, that's something. What if our new sound was sitting in silence? What if our new mantle, what if that new thing is just being postured at his feet in silence? What if he's asking us to lay down everything that he's given us up to this point? Are we willing to do it? Are we going to be done clamoring and clanging for titles and stages, building empires and calling it ministry? Are we willing to just get rid of all of our man-made, calling it church junk, and just sit back at his feet? Are we willing to take all of that, call it our alabaster box, and break it apart and pour it out and say, whatever is not of you, Jesus, get rid of it, burn it up, and whatever is of you, let it be a sweet incense unto you? I'm telling you right now, our new season, this new moment, this new year, it is all about the fragrance of our worship. It is all about being broken open, postured at his feet, forgetting everything that we've built up to this point, or everything that we've been given up to this point, and just say, all of you and none of me. I'm telling you, I know I was giggling, but not having a voice was difficult. It was costly. I was trying to speak with people and I couldn't. And I'm telling you, there's something powerfully prophetic about that in this new season. And it wasn't just for me. I thought it was, but the more I've sat on it, the Lord's like, no, I want you to share this. I am telling you, there is a price to be paid. We don't get to just go out and call ourselves all these titles without paying a price. I don't want a title. I don't care. I don't need a stage. I don't care. I don't need an audience. I don't care about likes, comments, or shares. Who cares? It is all about him. And I am willing to pay whatever price he asks me to pay. Even if I don't think I have it in me, it is worth it. It is worth it. And I want to see the church rise up and carry it. I want to see the church pay the price. Our church here in America has never paid the price the way other churches have paid. And I'm telling you, it's time to wake up. It is time to wake up and stop being entitled, spoiled brats. And I say that out of love because I feel the Lord's just desperation. His heart just is so desperate to pour out onto his bride globally. It's time, church. It is time. It's time to set aside our fleshly desires, our comfortable living, and pay the price for what he is calling us into. You want the next level, you're going to have to pay the price. So I'm asking you, I'm just telling you, take this, weigh it, talk to the Lord about it, and ask him what he wants you to do, what price he wants you to pay in this moment. I love you guys. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.